Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is shaving a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The storm over the Forrester mansion had been building long before the thunder outside began to shake the windows. But nothing compared to the explosion waiting inside as Finn, calm, devoted, and usually measured, walked into the living room with a folder clutched in his hand like it contained the fate of everyone in it. And maybe it did, because this was the moment he had dreaded, the moment Heck knew would tear Ridge Forrester's world apart. Yet he couldn't remain silent any longer. Not when the truth clawed at him with every breath. Not when this secret, this hidden lie Brooke had buried for years, had the power to destroy the present and rewrite the past in ways none of them were prepared for. And as Ridge turned toward Finn with that signature blend of suspicion, authority, and confusion etched across his face, nobody, not Steffi, not Taylor, not Hope, not even Brooke, understood what was about to hit them. Because Finn wasn't just revealing a secret, he was detonating a bomb that would leave emotional wreckage everywhere. And the truth began unraveling the moment Finn inhaled, steady, but waited, and said the one sentence that froze every heartbeat in the room. "Ridge, there's something Brooke hid from you. Something big." Instantly, the room erupted in whispers, gasps, and stunned silence. But Finn didn't flinch as Brooke's face drained of color, her fingers trembling slightly at her side, because she knew this day might come, even though she prayed it never would. And Ridge, towering and fierce, stepped closer, his voice low and sharp as he demanded, "What lie? What are you talking about, Finn?" And Finn, holding the folder like a shield and a weapon all at once, explained that months ago, during an incident involving a medical consultation Brooke had privately sought, paperwork had resurfaced, documents Finn had been asked to review for professional purposes. But what he found, what he confirmed shocked even him because it revealed a timeline, a cover-up, and a truth Brooke had masked beneath layers of charm, fear, and desperation. And when Finn opened the folder and pulled out the report, Brooke shook her head, whispering, "Don't, please don't." But it was too late because the truth was out of her hands now. And Finn's voice steadied as he revealed the secret. A paternity test Brooke took years ago, one she never told Ridge about, one she altered. The air cracked like lightning. Ridge staggered back as though he'd been physically struck, his face contorting with disbelief, rage, betrayal, and heartbreak all at once. And Brooke tried to speak, tried to step toward him, both held up a hand, ordering her to stay exactly where she was. And Finn, now forced into the role of truth-teller, explained that the test in Brooke's possession had omitted crucial information because Brooke interfered with the results to protect her family and herself, convincing a doctor since retired and now unreachable to hand her a revised copy, one that conveniently removed a shocking revelation that would have changed Ridge's life forever. Years ago, a pregnancy scare, a moment Brooke never mentioned to Ridge, ended not with relief, but with the discovery that the child she feared might be someone else, actually was someone else's. And even after the situation resolved itself, Brooke hid that truth because she feared Ridge would walk away from her for good. But withholding that secret only grew heavier with time, and Finn had stumbled across it when reviewing archived files related to Forrester family medical history. Files cross-referenced incorrectly and flagged for review, an accident that unveiled everything. And Ridge, trembling with fury, shouted, "Brooke, tell me this isn't true." But Brooke, with tears forming and words tangled in panic, could only whisper apologies, each one making Ridge's anger spike higher. And Taylor, standing behind Finn, witnessed the chaos with a heavy heart. Because even though she had been hurt by Brooke countless times, even though Ridge had torn her heart apart in favor of Brooke again and again, she didn't want to see him shattered like this. But Steffi, protective, sharp, unapologetic, stepped closer to Finn as he continued explaining the documentation, confirming the authenticity of the archived files, the signatures, and the medical codes, all proving that Brooke had indeed hidden the truth. And Ridge's chest rose and fell in rapid uneven bursts as he processed everything, his voice trembling when he demanded, "Whose child was it? Whose?" And Brooke, breaking under the weight of the moment, finally confessed that the father would have been Bill Spencer. A revelation that sent the room spiraling into chaos because Ridge exploded, shouting that Heshold have known that Brooke and Bill always had secrets and betrayals threading between them like an unbreakable chain. While Bill himself, who had not been present, but whose name now echoed like a threat, became a ghostly force in the room, looming over the moment, even from miles away. And Finn, trying to prevent the emotional collapse around him, clarified that while the pregnancy ultimately resolved, and no child was born, the betrayal was real, the lie was real, and the choice to hide it had permanently changed everything. And Ridge, unable to contain his fury, his humiliation, his heartbreak, roared at Brooke, accusing her of destroying their marriage long before today. And Brooke, sobbing, begged Ridge to understand that she was terrified of losing him, terrified he'd walk away, and she made one mistake, a terrible mistake. But she couldn't undo it now, even as Ridge's face hardened into something unfamiliar and cold. Andy told her voice rough that he didn't know if he could ever trust her again because every time he dug deeper into her past, he found another lie, another cover-up, another secret she insisted didn't matter. But they always did. Andy had spent years forgiving, overlooking, rationalizing. But now he felt like the biggest fool in Los Angeles. And when Finn tried to step back from the argument, Ridge redirected his fury toward him, demanding to know why he had kept this quiet even for a moment, why he hadn't come to him the second he discovered the files. And Finn, calm but firm, explained that he needed to verify the information first to ensure it wasn't misfiled or fraudulent, and he only came forward once he confirmed the accuracy because he refused to let another lie bury this family. And Steffi placed a hand on his arm, proud, grateful, but also fearful for what would happen next. Because Ridge wasn't just angry, he was devastated. And a devastated Ridge Forrester was capable of decisions that changed lives. And as Ridge stormed across the room, nearly overturning a chair in his path, Brooke tried once more to reach him, but he turned away sharply, saying her name like it wounded him to even speak it. And Hope rushed to her mother's side, furious at Finn for exposing this secret, insisting it was ancient history irrelevant, cruel to bring up now. But Finn stood by his choice, explaining that secrets like this never disappear. They infect the present. They shape relationships, and Ridge deserved the truth. Something Brooke had denied him. And Taylor, quiet until now, collapsed in Hope's arms, leaving.